Hello folks, and welcome back to SnowRunner, my little speed run that I'm doing here to see how fast I can clear the maps. And right now we are on day 9, and when we left off I had, where's it at? Right over there. The P12 had just cleared the across the river, and we're going to bring it down through here to make the delivery with the construction rig trailer. But before that, I need to get a couple of other things that have to be delivered first. And hello, cat. Okay, wait a minute. Come over here. There you go. Okay, my buddy's got to get situated. I guess he's a little chilly, so he needs to get warm. So what we're going to do is go over to Smithville Dam, because I'm also going to need an oil rig drill. So we'll jump into the garage here, and I have 3 missions left before I finish Black River, and then we can move over to Smithville Dam pretty much permanent. And there are a couple of missions where I have to run back over to Black River to pick something up. It's easier than driving and faster than driving all the way up the road to the warehouse at the top of the hill. And yeah, got him over here. Gonna leave the garage. So run over here and buy me a trailer. Oh, pick it up. Saddle low is required. Forgot to change my saddle. And something else I was told you can do, so might as well test it now, is if you go here without a saddle, it will automatically install one. So let's test that out and see if it actually works. I've never actually tried it. Oh, it will. Okay. That's nice to know. If you have a saddle on it, it won't let you buy a trailer, but if you have no saddle, it will automatically install the correct saddle. Which saddles are free. So I can understand that. Seems like since the last update, the trailers are a little more squirrely in the back. Don't know what's up with that, but especially when they're not loaded, they tend to kick out more, which is fine. Just something you have to be aware of. I wish they would reduce the amount of smoke that comes from this truck. I think that's just a little too much, because you can barely see the truck sometimes. So what I'm going to do is run this over. I am going to drop it off. I'm going to get excuse me, I'm going to get a Western Star and run it over, grab, I think it was 2 steel, and take it over, and then we'll get the construction rig trailer. Once I complete that, then we have the King of the Hill, I believe it is, and meteorology data one that we have to do. Which that one is one that I really don't care for. I can do it, and the last 2 times that I have done it, I've actually completed it in the time limit, so. But let me take care of something on my computer. It's showing me I have completed all of the hardcore videos. They've all been processed, and I have 2 more. I just finished the last processing of one, and I've got the last 2 will be posted today. So I had a lot of fun doing the Emandra in hardcore mode, and I think I had more fun doing that than I would have had doing it in my regular mode, where you can buy trailers and free gas and all that stuff. I was watching somebody play last night, watching one of their videos on YouTube, and they were talking about how the map that they were on, they were actually testing out the Apache, and they mentioned that the map that they were on, oh no, I've got another mission I forgot about. Anyway, they were talking about the map that they were on is a no recovery map, so they're doing a little bit of hardcore stuff themselves, and they're not allowing themselves to recover any vehicles on that map. And unfortunately for that person, he had vehicles scattered all over the map that needed to be recovered. But he was testing to see if the Apache would be a good recovery vehicle. At first he didn't think so, but then once he got into it a little bit, he liked it as a recovery vehicle. Am I going to get the Apache? I don't know. A lot of mixed reviews on it. I kind of agree with some of them that any content that comes out for Phase 1 should not cost anything because of the season pass, and I do understand the need to make money for development and more gameplay and all of that. So $4 here in the US, I don't know if the truck is worth it to me, being a scout vehicle, especially since the 750 has the bigger engine, and with that bigger engine it runs really good. So that's kind of was going to be my recovery vehicle, scout vehicle of choice. I did buy this, and when I bought this it was $1.99, and yeah, it was well worth that amount of money, especially when I get the tires upgraded in it and get the bigger engine. Yeah, this is just a horse here. But the Apache, I don't like the 6-wheel drive. I love my old trucks. An Apache, if I ever hit the lottery, won millions of dollars, I would own an Apache. Not a 6x6, but I would own an Apache. I've always loved the looks of those trucks. And I did hear somebody talking about how it's not a realistic truck. They didn't really make that. Yes and no. So it is not a production truck. That is correct. Let's go ahead and get the P12 and get this going here. Yes, it was not a production truck. And I have seen pictures of an Apache 6x6. It was at an auto show. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been a while back, it was somebody that either owned a logging company or was associated with a logging company, worked for one, that had created it. But yes, there was at least one Apache 6x6. And I can't remember the color of it. I'm going to have to... I meant to do that last night, and it got late. So I went on to bed, but... okay, sitting here talking. I didn't know if I missed my turn or not. It's up here. But anyway, it got late, and I forgot to look it up. Now, if there was an option to have the Apache having 2 axles, meaning only 4 tires, yes, I would definitely buy it. Just to have it, because I like the Apache so much. I like the looks of that truck. Pull you out here a little bit. Give me that extra couple of inches when I make this turn. And even if it, ran like the Chevy, and that's as good as it was with 4 tires on it, I would buy it, yes. The 6x6 version, I don't know. I will probably eventually buy it. I'm not a big... well, I don't buy things for games. If it's a free-to-play game, I don't buy extras. Now, I have in the past, every now and then, like I did with this, bought the season pass, and I put just enough money on my account to do that. I'm not a trusting individual. I don't trust Microsoft with my banking information. So I buy the Xbox cards and then use that to put money on my accounts. So when I have enough in other games that I want to buy things to warrant buying a card, I will make sure that the Apache is one of the things that I buy. Just to have it. It's like World of Tanks. World of Tanks was a great game when it came out. Free to play game. And then I know they've got to make money. So they started putting in, it basically turned into a pay to win. And the only money that I have ever put into that game is once I bought a $20 card, spent that on garage slots. And and that's the only money I've ever played for it, and right now I'm glad I didn't. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta back out of here. Because I rarely play the game anymore. People are doing too many stupid stuff. So back to the garage. I will get a Western Star. And who do we have? Take that one. So I need 2 metal beams. I can haul one on here. I do have a trailer up the road. It's on the other side of the wooden bridge. Easy now. Sorry, son, but I can't drive 55. Truck actually will not get up to 55. And another thing I don't like about the Apache is it can't haul a trailer. Which is something they need to do, is add a bumper that has a hitch on it. I think I would be more inclined to use it that way. So now, since I have to go over here and pick up the trailer, and I will show you where it's at here in a moment. So I do have a trailer right over here that I need to pick up to go over and get the steel, and since I've got to come this way to get the trailer anyway, I might as well do this timed event because I have to drop off here. And it will give me some extra money and some extra XP. So as I said in a previous video, every time that I have to go from the garage area over to the town or something like that, I will take this route. It takes a little bit longer, but I am gaining XP and gaining money by doing this timed event over and over again. Which I will also do when we get over to Smithville Dam. There's a timed event that goes from the service area down to the farm. So if I need to go from the garage down to the farm to pick up something, then I run that one again to gain XP and gain extra money. So it's a good way to earn extra money, the legal way, because I absolutely refuse to do the glitch, the vehicle glitch, and that's where you get onto somebody's co-op, you drive to a map that doesn't have a garage, recover back to the garage, and then exit the game. You come back in and you have 2 of those vehicles. I just don't want to do that. And that's how you see people with, you know, $999 million. That's what they do. I don't need to do that cheat in order to play the game. I did do it once to see if it worked. And the profile that I did it on, after I did it, I went and deleted the profile, or the gameplay. But like I said, I just wanted to see how it worked. But that was before they did fix that. You could actually do it in your own gameplay. And they fixed it to where you couldn't do that anymore, but now you can do it in co-op. And I have played with some guys that in co-op mode, in their co-op, and when they see somebody get an expensive truck and start heading off the map, they kick them because they know that's what they're doing. I'll go ahead and deliver this and then go get the trailer. Now, it would have been faster to buy another trailer and just drive straight over to the town. But I think this is well worth it for the, if nothing else, for the XP. So I can get my tires and stuff like that faster. Gotta put it in automatic. Because this run is all about speed. How fast can I do it? How long will it take? And I'm sure that better gamers than I, better gamers than me, can do it a lot faster than I am. And that's really not the point. It's how fast can I do it and still have fun. That's the whole key to this. I gotta have fun doing it. If I'm not having fun, what's the sense in doing it? It's like I talked about the World of Tanks. World of Tanks was fun for a while, and when it became no longer fun, I quit playing it. I had 6 years invested in the game and just finally had enough. Now, I do have a buddy that still plays it, and he told me that it has gotten better. I guess some of the trolls have moved on to other games, and it's still pay to win. You've got to buy tanks and packages and stuff like that if you want to get your win rate up. And I don't really care for that. It seems it takes a lot of the skill out of the game. It used to be where, if you got a tier 10 tank, it means you went through the tank tree. It means you played a lot of battles in other tanks to get to where you're at. You're experienced, you know how to play the tanks, you know where to hit things. But then if you're at tier 7, you got somebody coming in with a premium tier 5 tank that has 100 battles under their belt, where you have a couple of thousand, and they're 2 tiers lower to you, and they just wreck you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't particularly like stuff like that. And one of the things I would like to see with this game, I'm at tier 30. I have been at tier 30 in my other profile, my other 2 playthroughs, for a very long time. And I'm still gaining XP. But it doesn't go anywhere. I wish that they would make it to where you just continually gain XP and continually gain driver ratings. It doesn't have to stop at 30. Why can't it keep going? That way you would know, if you ever got into co-op, you would know if a player has actually played the game a lot, or is one of those people that just went around grabbing vehicles and still hasn't put a lot of time and effort into the game. So I'm sitting there talking, not paying attention to what I'm doing. Manual loading, that's not what I wanted. There we go, trailer. But it would be like, maybe bragging rights. And like I said, I don't see what it would hurt to just continue going up in ranking. And still waiting on their own version of a hardcore mode. Hopefully we'll get something pretty soon. Maybe it's something in phase 2. And what I'd like to do, or what I'd like to be able to do, is do a co-op, and in the co-op everyone has to follow the rules that I put down. That would be awesome. And it could be something like you set your own rules. You know, if you want to do a playthrough and there's the only rule you want is no recovering back to the garage, there should be a rule that you can do in the settings. Disable the recovery to the garage option. Or if you want your rules to include you can only do first person, then you should be able to set that in the settings, and it should work in both normal gameplay and co-op. And I know you could probably, well, you could do it to where if you're playing with friends, you can set the rules and then you can make the co-op private. What's going on here? And we'll do a little bit of this. But I'd still like to set up a co-op and have my hardcore rules, and when people get into co-op they realize what those, that they can't do certain things, to see how they'd react. See if they would stay in and play or just bail out, go to an easier one. Whoa. Alright, I gotta make sure I get this trailer out of the way. Because if you leave it too far that way, part of the construction will come out and it could knock your trailer over. So stop fooling around here and get this one completed. Not a drill. Start tracking. Got my 2 metal beams. And I like the cutscene. So I had a trailer sitting out there once, and when it built stuff it actually knocked the trailer over. So we need the oil rig drill, which is on the Navistar. And then we need to change trucks again. And we'll bring in the construction rig trailer. There we go. Alright, so we have done that one, and that's a good bit of money here, and 740 XP. So what do we need for our next one? Oh, look at that. We are less than 200 XP away from level 9. which I think there are some things I can get at level 9. But right, let me see. I need to get you. Because another mission I am going to do in this playthrough is the one where I've got to take the 4 wood and deliver those. It is a nighttime mission, so I need to do it after midnight, because with that mission, if you do it before midnight, then it advances time to midnight. So if I were to do it right now, then it would suddenly be midnight and I would lose all these hours until midnight. Hopefully that makes sense. But how I'm doing the speed run here is I'm doing each day is from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. and that's an easy way to keep track of how long it's taken me. Now today, before I started the video, I actually went in and took out one of the scout trucks and drove it around the map a little bit and adjusted the sensitivity of my controller, because I've got a new controller and the sensitivity just wasn't right. So I did that, and then I went ahead and I didn't do any missions. I just drove around making sure the controller was good, and then I advanced time back to 6 a.m. because that's where it was when I started it. So that was like a test, and no missions were completed, so I didn't feel bad about putting the time back. Normally I would not have to do something like that, but I had to do it because of my new controller. Detached trailer. And oh, I'm running short on gas. I should have taken gas. I've got enough gas for this mission. Yeah, I have plenty of gas for it. So with this mission, what I'll be doing is taking 2 wood over to the construction site, and then taking 1 up to the preacher, up to the church, and then 1 up to a house. So I'll show you the task. I'm not going to start it yet, but it's the Pinewood Express. And I've got to do all of this in 8 minutes. Normally I would do it with this truck and a big trailer on it, but when I let's get out of here. When I go over here and I deliver the wood, I'll be coming right past here anyway, so I might as well pick up 2 more and then come up here and make the deliveries up there. But I can't do that till nighttime. And right now I have other missions to do. I have 2 more to go. And it looks like I'm going to have to do them at night. No, garage. Because I need another vehicle. There you are. Actually, I have 3 more missions. I forgot about one. Okay, so what I've got is have the meteorology data, which is I have to hit these 3 locations, but I have to do it I have to start over here, and I have to do it while driving in first person. And then I have local entertainment, which is coming over here and knocking over the barrels. And then there is another one. There's a house up here. Where's the house? Right there, King of the Hill. So I have the King of the Hill, which I haven't gotten yet, but I have to drive up here and then come over and drive up here for the King of the Hill. So that's 3 of them that I have to do. And I think what I want to do first is go ahead and knock out the meteorology. Because I really don't care for that mission. And now that I've got the mud tires on this truck, it might be easier to do it with the Lodestar. I've never done it with the Lodestar. I've always done it with a Chevy. Well, I tried it once with the International Scout, but I hate that vehicle. It just tips too much. I really didn't need fuel. I've got enough carrying enough fuel cans in both vehicles that I don't need fuel. But why not? There have been a couple of times where I've forgotten that I can actually get gas. In my hardcore mode, I can't use a gas station or it'll cost me money. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. So we're going to come over and do the we're going to do the meteorology data and the local entertainment. And then we'll come back and get King of the Hill. But I do have to keep track of the time because I want to be able to, around midnight, come over and do the Pinewood Express. And then what I believe, once I get this map finished and head over to my other garage on Smithfield Dam, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and go get the lift for the Lodestar here. Which means I will have to take a couple of vehicles over. One will have to do a mission in order to open the road up. And then I believe the Lodestar can finish off and go to the next map and get its suspension without any other vehicles. But the Lodestar here, once it's fully upgraded, it will make very short work of all of the missions that I have to do with the scout vehicles over on the other 3 maps in Michigan. And I won't be getting near as much damage once I get it up off the ground. So I have already gotten that. So I guess we'll go around this way and go across the bridge. I hate the bridge, but I think it's faster to get up to where I need to be. And that's why I hate the bridge. The bridge is not level to the ground. So you have to take damage to get up on it. Alright, so I think I'm getting fairly close to midnight too. So we will check our map here. Nope. Yes, we are close to midnight. So I will shut these down. And we will go over here to our Western Star. So where I need to go, let's get rid of that. I'll need to go over here with the first load, come back, go over here to the church with the second load, and drop off one there, and then come up here, drop off the next one, and then I'm going to put one here, because when I come back from here, almost every time I have missed this road. So I'm going to try not to miss it this time. Alright, so I think we're close enough. And I will accept it, and we're off. And luckily you don't have to do them in order. Come up here because it is easier than going up through the mud. So again, the reason I waited till midnight was because when you accept this mission, you have to do it at night, and it will start you at midnight. Even if you're at 11:30, according to game time, 11:30 at night, it will start you off at midnight. The same way with the other one that I'm going to do over on Smithville Dam, it's a nighttime one also, and it would start you off at midnight. So we'll head back and get our other 2 woods. So I understand from some information that just came out about the game that Phase 2, or the 9.0 update, will also add some missions to Alaska, and it will add missions to Tamir. So that'll be cool. Hopefully there'll be long missions like was the ones that were added to this map, or to this region I should say. Okay, let's back in here and make it easier to get out. And there will be some new vehicles, and according to what I heard, they will have the trailer fixed so that you can attach vehicles to the trailers and be able to haul vehicles around like that. I like that idea. Means you can move more than 2 vehicles at once. If I wanted to, I could take this truck and put the ramped flatbed on it, put 2 scout vehicles on it, and then tow another vehicle behind it. And, talking, not paying attention. And I'm wondering if you would also be able to attach trailers to it, since you can do vehicles. So that would be cool. It means I could take a scout vehicle and a fuel tanker and attach them to the trailer. Or I could take a trailer and put 2 tankers on it. Or a tanker and a maintenance trailer. My thumb got a little twitchy on the camera there for a second. Alright, promoted to level 9. I think there's some stuff I can get at level 9. Matter of fact, I'm thinking maybe the tires on the Navistar. Spot went away. That's my road. There's been several times when I've done this, I've actually driven down through here with the trailer and had to back up all the way out of here because I keep forgetting there's a turn. It's kind of hidden at night. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I can recover back to the garage. And let's look at tires. Does this give me some more options? Nope, it's 12 for the chain tires. And the Navistar. I do have a trailer on it. So I think I will check that out later. Get it back to the garage and take a look at it. But right now I have some missions to accomplish here. Local entertainment will be the first one that I do. Because of the first one, that one gives me trouble a lot. And I tend to end up flipping the vehicle. So I want to take care of that one. I want to take 2 trucks up there to take care of that one. And then once I've got that first set of barrels done, then the Lodestar can come back here. Well, actually it'll stay up there till I finish the barrels. But I shouldn't need it anymore. Gotta go up this way. And it'll be good. That means in the next episode I can actually do the... Oh, back her up. Right about here is where I need it. Oh. So really... come on. There we go. And go up here, stop the engine, change trucks. I don't have the diff lock on here yet. Shoot, I forgot to put it on there. And I hit it wrong. Up, up, up. Don't go to the gap. Don't go to the gap. Ah, you asshole. And the Lodestar's too far away. See if I can get it from there. Yep. Nope, not all the way down. Ah. Come on, flip over on the tires. There you go. Alright, let's try this again. Usually I have trouble getting back out of that little area, not actually getting into that little area. Let's take it a little easier, because this gap in the rocks here will throw you over if you're not careful. And here's where I usually have problems getting out. But no problems this time. That'll work. And make sure you're shut off. Okay, the next one, was it here? Yes. Top of the hill. And the next two are in a smaller excuse me, smaller gap up here. And where is that gap? Right there. And you got to be careful about those barrels, or they will try to tip you over. So let them roll down a little bit. And we'll get one more, and that should take us just past 6 o'clock. And I think it's, yep, down here. I knew that was going to happen. I should have went out the right way. I don't believe there's a winch point. Nope. Which is why I went ahead and left the lodestar up here. Alright, so 6:35 in the morning, which means that is the end of day, what was it, 8? Day 9. So the end of day 9. I'm going to end the video here. Let me know what you think in the comments. How am I doing? What do you think about the playthrough? Is it something that I should continue to do, or is it something you'd like to see just, every 5 days, every 10 days, see how I'm doing? And leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. So I will see you in the next episode, and until then, have a good one.